morning.
Morning.
I'm with Andy and Billy Bob, and this morning we have parked at Seathwaite Farm as we are heading up to Stockley Bridge, which is a lovely old stone arch bridge, and we're going to head up Grains Gill to Sprinkling Tarn, onto Seathwaite Fell, back again and back down round Styhead Tarn. So it's a beautiful route. Seathwaite Fell has got some lovely tarns on the top of it, and it's got 3 separate summits, one being the Wainright. So it should be a really good walk. So I hope you join me on my wee adventure. Of course, it's a bit windy and I shall catch you all in a bit. Bye for now. So this is the path heading up to Stockley Bridge, and that is Seathwaite Fell there in the background. So we've just crossed Stockley Bridge, and you immediately turn left once you head through that gate following this wall, and this will take you up to Grains Gill.
Once you leave Stockley Bridge, the path that goes along Grains Gill is nice and easy and stone stepped, and you're looking back down the Seathwaite Valley with Base Brown on the left, Glabermara on the right, and the flanks of Seathwaite Fell on the left here.
It's beautiful coming up Grains Gill, looking back down the valley.
Along the way there are a couple of becks that need to be crossed on really good bridges, and it makes a really good stop off point for a coffee or for a picnic, and there's some really nice waterfalls further up. The path is starting to get more rugged and dramatic as we are approaching Ruddy Gill.
So just making our way towards Ruddy Gill now. That's Great End, sentinel of the valley today. Not very clear up on Great End today. So moody. So we're approaching Ruddy Gill and it's getting a lot more dramatic now. There's a bit of scrambling to do on this path up here as well, just a tiny bit. It's fantastic. So this is Ruddy Gill. Great big crevasse, heading all the way up to Escalls. It's a good footpath all the way up. Most of it's stepped, there's a tiny bit of scrambling, bit on the edge in places, but it's not that hard. It's such a dramatic place, it's fantastic. Coming up them steps. Ooh, nearly there. That's Great End in the foreground there, or in the distance, or the background, whatever one you want to choose. Fantastic. So we've now reached the top of the gill. There's the majestic Great End. We're now going to head right towards Sprinkling Tarn. So there's the first glimpse of Sprinkling Tarn, with the majestic Great Gable behind. Fantastic. So you can see the humps that we're going to be doing on Seathwaite Fell. We're going to go on the far side of Sprinkling Tarn and head up these bumps. And the furthest one is the Wainright summit. You can't see it from here, I don't think. Great Gable, looming large. So even if you don't want to do Seathwaite Fell, you can just do the Tarn route and you get epic dramatic views with hardly any height gain. Woo! It's rather blowy up here. Oh, and it's really cold. Biting wind. Woo! So there's Allen Crags on the right, and then you've got Glaramara on the left there, Sprinkling Tarn in the foreground. stand that cuts half of the tarn across. It's quite cool for actually camping on. There's Allen Crags. You can see that's Escors up there, S Pike. We're just heading along past the tarn, along some bumpy, rocky outcrops. Going to head straight to the Wainright summit first. You've got some lovely little tarns dotted about along this path, through the rocky outcrops, heading towards the Wainright summit of Seathwaite Fell. It's worth a good explore about, to go off the path and explore all these little rocky outcrops, because you find some more tarns. There's another little tarn. There's a breeding pair of ducks here. They were here last time we was on this fell, about 3-4 years ago. Oh, so I'm really pleased to see them again. And that's looking down Seathwaite and Borrowdale. You can just see Derwent water, Skidder in the distance, High Spy, Castle Crag and Base Brown. And that is the summit of Seathwaite Fell, 601 metres. And that's Great Gable and Green Gable. Oh, it's windy on here. It's probably gusting about 40 miles an hour. Oh, there's Great End, Andy, Great Gable and Green Gable. see what I mean? It's worth coming to these other summits. This is not a summit, it's just a cairn viewpoint. Fantastic. Look at Great Gable again. Oh, the wind. So over there, that's Seathwaite Fell Wainright summit. I hope you can hear me for this incessant wind. Oh, it's wild. Oh, that's looking over to, I think that's Lingbell. You've got Piers Gill, that big crack you can see there. And you'll have Scarfell Pike up there. That's looking down Estelle, Westwater would be down there. Great Gable, Green Gable. So we're heading up to Great Slack, which is actually the highest point on Seathwaite Fell. Wainright summit isn't the highest, it's 601. I think Great Slack is 632, something like that. There I am. So we're just heading up to the top of that. Oh, this is Great Slack summit, the highest point on Seathwaite Fell. Sorry about the shakiness, but it's so windy. Oh. Woo! Oh. Woo! That's looking to Great End on the right, S Pike in the middle, and Allen Crags on the left.
We're now heading back past some lovely secluded tarns, heading back to the path near Sprinkling Tarn to aim for Styhead Tarn and Styhead Gill.
Just back on the path now, which will take us to Styhead Tarn, which we're heading to now. See that? All the spray of the waterfalls flowing back. So the waterfall's flowing backwards. Ah. It's like having a power shower. Andy just got a hold of it. Because it's got soaked. Oh, it's so windy. Oh, it's like a power shower. Oh. So down there is Styhead Tarn. So this is Styhead Tarn, and you've got Great End dominant there. So it's quite popular for wild camping. I would say that you can see this cairn from space.
The moon.
From the moon.
It's the biggest cairn in the Lake District.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, it's blocking the path. just making our way down now, down past Styhead Beck, back to Stockley Bridge. So in Wainwright's book, I think this is classed as Route B. It follows the left-hand side of that gill there, that beck, and you head up a grassy rake up there. Now, it doesn't look much, but it is very, very steep and slippy and mossy. Done it once, sorry, done it twice. It's not that bad, but it is steep. But it gets you more direct up Seathwaite Fell. Andy's coming, that little speck in the distance. That's looking over to Taylor Gill Falls, is just in those trees. Can't see it right now, but that's quite a good scramble and quite exposed waterfall track. You can scramble up a waterfall. Not done it, but it's supposed to be really nice. So we're almost back at the car, about a mile to go before we get back to Seathwaite Farm. So I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye!
It's been a fantastic walk, beautiful route, a couple of tarns are beautiful, Seathwaite Fell's lovely, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing, and for all those that have already subscribed and always comment and like, thank you very much, it's always appreciated.
Yes.
So once again, it's
That
been a
goes
great
for me
adventure.
too. Rockstar.
Yep, and also check out Andrew Foster Rockstar.
Thank you.
He's got a fantastic channel, doing really well.
It's alright.
So catch you all again on another adventure very soon. Bye for
Bye.
now. Bye.
Good morning and welcome to Map and Scissor Time, and this is a route for Seathwaite Fell, parking at the farm at Seathwaite in Borrowdale. So you park along the road here wherever you can, as it gets very, very busy along this stretch. We got here quite early, so we managed to park quite near the farm, but you could end up parking all the way down this road. So then you head up through the farm. We're aiming for Stockley Bridge, so you walk up this valley following the River Derwent on a good track, good stony track, all the way to the lovely stone arched bridge, Stockley Bridge. There's some lovely waterfalls here and cascades and the lovely stone arched bridge, really cute. So you head across this, and then we are then aiming for Grains Gill. This is where Grains Gill and Styhead Gill run into the River Derwent from Stockley Bridge. So once you've crossed over, you turn immediately left, once you've gone through the gate, following Grains Gill up a really good, easy stone track, and it's sort of stepped all the way. And it's a really lovely valley, looking back down to Seathwaite. You've got Glaramara on this side, and you've got the flanks of Seathwaite Fell, quite steep, and Owen Crags coming down here, very dramatic.
and you've got some lovely waterfalls that you're following along, and you've got a couple of bridges because you have to cross the Gill in a couple of places. You have to ford it here, but it's easily done. And you're heading up, and eventually it runs into Ruddy Gill, which is very, very dramatic. It's a great, fantastic place, and it starts to get a little bit more scrambly, this path here, as you're heading up. Nothing too hard, a little bit on the edge in places, but if I can do it, anyone can do it. So unfortunately, we're running out of room on the map, so we're going to have to go to another map. So I shall come back in a bit. So we're back again, and we got to Ruddy Gill, didn't we? So you head along here. Oh, hang on a second, I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear, bless me. Sorry about that. So you're heading up Ruddy Gill, and it gets a bit scrambly on this path, but it's nothing too bad. And then you get to a tiny stream you've got to ford here, quite easy to do. And you're aiming for Sprinkling Tarn, which is a lovely tarn. And a fantastic path along here. You've got Great End, you've got these gullies and crags on Great End, so dramatic. And you're looking over to Great Gable, which just looks fantastic from this path. And now we're aiming for Seathwaite Fell. And we're just going to do an out and back. But we are going to do a little bit of a change of route. We're going to head straight to the Wainright summit on Seathwaite Fell, and then we're going to come back via these humps and bumps at Great Slack. Great Slack is the highest point on Seathwaite Fell, and the Wainright is slightly lower at the end here, but you get more of the view down the valley from the Wainright summit, so I can see why he used this one as the Wainright. Anyway, so you get just past Sprinkling Tarn, and then you'll see a trod that veers off, and you're just following along as best you can on the grassy, boggy path through all these lovely little tarns, and you can just explore. You can go off, there's no dangerous ground on here, you just go off and explore as much as you like. Some of the tarns are all nestled between these lovely rocks, and it's just really nice. So yeah, we made our way around kind of like this to Seathwaite Fell, 601 metres, great viewpoint down the valley. Then we headed back, as I say, to aim for Great Slack, around like this somehow, onto the highest point, 632 metres. Great views again into over to Lingmel, and if it was on a clearer day you would have seen Styhead Pike. You've got to say Great End. It is really a lovely fell, one of the easiest fells to do, and just lovely, so it's worth just doing an out and back because the views are just so nice. So you're aiming back to Sprinkling Tarn, but we're going to head back on the path to Styhead Tarn, which is over here. So you're going along and you're heading for the mountain rescue box, and back down this step path to Styhead Tarn, along Styhead Gill, crossing the footbridge, onto this side of the Gill, and it's quite rough round here. The path disappears and you just make your own way over the rough rocks. It's usually, when it's not in flood, it's easy just to stick next to the Gill. It's flatter, and then you're heading back down, heading for Taylor Gill Force on this side here, round like this, back to Stockley Bridge. Now I'm not going to change maps because we've done this route going in, so you literally head back along the path, along the River Derwent, back to Seathwaite Farm. So it's about an 8-mile route what we did, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you all again on another adventure very soon. Bye for now.